Hey guys, welcome back. It's Christy the Crystal Indigo, and I am here with the collective twin flame update. All right. So this update, we'll have this for the 22nd. Let me get the date for you. We'll have it for the 22nd through the 28th. So this will be for the 22nd through the 28th. Okay. And so I want you guys to comment below um, if this reading is really resonating with you guys. Want you to be open to what you receive. Um, Again, to all of my clients who have booked sessions, readings, ordered your herbal packs and crystal packs from my Etsy shop, Chrissy Crystal Indigo. Sending you guys so much love and light. Make sure you go on over and check that out. And also my website, www.chrissythecrystalindigo.com. Guys, it's so important that you stay in the know on what's happening within the collective, energy updates, astrological updates, when the moon's in what phase, because this is very important for a lot of you. Now, some of the ascension symptoms you may feel like, as of late, you don't want to eat, or your eating patterns are off, your sleeping patterns are off, you feel you know, nausea. It's like so many different ascension symptoms. Your body feels like it's vibrating, chills, etc. Maybe even have like cold-like symptoms, right? And so when this is happening, make sure you wear grounding crystals to help you, ground yourself. Meditate as much as you can. Drink a lot of water. Don't speak or respond if you feel like your energy levels are low. Respond with love. I know that is something that as of late, over the month, this past month, that has been very difficult for me to do. And I know it had something to do with Mercury retrograde, and as well with the new moon in Aquarius. So now that we have Mercury going direct, we're still in shadow phase. Until the 13th of March, I believe, but everything is starting to move forward. So again, try to keep yourself high vibe. Try not to let things get you down. Place boundaries up where needed. I don't care if it's your divine counterpart. I don't care if it's a family member. Boundaries are very important. Protecting you is the most important. Your energy. You are a light worker. You are a way shower. You are a star seed. You are indigo. You are a shaman. You are an earth angel. You are a witch. However you resonate under the spiritual umbrella, protect your energy at all costs. All right. Now, with that being said, you guys can donate to the channel. If not, no biggie. I do have my Amazon wish list below. And you can also follow me on Instagram at Chrissy the Crystal Indigo, where I do post all of this information on my IG stories, okay? So we're going to dive right into the reading. So I asked Spirit, allow the divine masculine to show or express to the divine feminine, what is on their heart. What are they thinking about? What's on their mind? Because a lot of us have experienced that divine masculine only talks a lot, or only, show emotion when they're being called out on something, or when they're being, you know, confronted with what they're not doing that's of integrity, right? And so it's that battle. That's the only time you get the communication that you wish wasn't with all the hostility or all of the pettiness, correct? So the after tarot is for the divine masculine and the divine feminine. So the first card out, we have the moon. And so with this moon energy, it talks about things being revealed. It also talks about the revealment of our gifts. So say, for example, if your divine masculine wasn't really ready to, go into that, side of him or her, they're starting to see that now. They're starting to see they have many gifts. They're starting to see or find information about family members who had gifts, and secretly they're knowing that in some way, form, or fashion that's attached to them as well. They may be understanding that they're an animal empath, or that they have dreams where they talk to the dead. They don't know it's called mediumship, but these are some of the gifts that are starting to come forward within a divine masculine. And again, it's being illuminated. Something within the divine masculine is being illuminated. So it could be the fact that, this journey that we've been on. I know a lot of the divine feminines talk about, I tell my divine masculine about twin flame, twin flame, twin flame, and my divine masculines act like they're lost in the sauce. So I talk to them about spirituality, crystals, and they're lost in the sauce. Well, going forward, we got that 222 energy coming up as of right now. There's a lot of things that's going to be enlightened for the divine masculine. And again, the 18th may be very significant. 1 and 8 also is 9, which talks about endings, right? And so the divine masculines are preparing to release a lot of things that no longer serve them or grow them, right? They are starting to see what's for me, what's not. My behaviors, how I've been acting, I need to let that go before I lose everyone in my life, right? And so that's what's being illuminated within the collective. And then we have the 8 of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. And with this 8 of Swords, this is talking about, look at this gentleman here, being confident, being sure, being strong, being able to be there for, his divine counterpart. And for a lot of the divine feminines in the collective, not to bash the divine masculines, but that's where the lacking was. Like, how am I always able to be there for you? How am I always, able to support your needs? Always know when something's wrong without you even, speaking a word. And here I could be going through the most, and you're just, lost in the sauce, right? And so with this energy coming up, it's like, I'm here. I'm here to support you. I'm here to take you away from this. I'm here to remove the blindfold and allow you to see me as you should have seen me from the start, right? The next card we have for the collective is 5 of Wands. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And this talks about being able to communicate with each other. Everyone on a common chord. Everyone getting along. Everyone being able to talk. However this resonates with you, this talks about peace. This talks about, your soul tribe, community, supporting each other. All those little light workers and star seeds out there gathering, talking about galactical and star movements, etc. But this is what the energy is. 5 talks about changes, and this what's, on the near future, right? Or in the near future. The next card out, here we go again. 2 of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. We have the crescent moon in the background. Again, a lot of you divine feminines, it will really help you if you work with the moon cycles when you're manifesting, when you're doing your affirmations. I know I've talked to some of my students and some of my clients and soul sisters about how to do this, right? And so on my Etsy shop, there's a moon manifestation pack. And I'm telling you, it works wonders. And so with the 2 of Swords, this talks about choices. So for, some of you divine feminines, there's a choice. There's a choice between twin flame, soulmate. There's a choice between a life partner and a twin flame. Whatever this is, now your divine counterpart is realizing, wait a minute, my divine feminine is not going to wait for me forever. Like, my divine feminine has options. Hold up, let me get in there, right? And so before, they didn't realize, your worth and how much you meant to them, what this connection, is and was. And now they're starting to see, if I don't figure it out, if I don't get my, crap together, I'm going to lose my divine feminine forever, right? And that's one thing they're so afraid of, right? Even if they haven't communicated that to you. The overall energy, Ace of Cups. So a lot of the divine feminines, in the collective have been beating themselves up like, if I could just do this all over again, knowing about this connection, I would have handled it differently. If I would have just, said yes to the person that wanted to marry me in the first place, I wouldn't be down this road I'm in now. There's so many things going through the divine feminine's mind, and you have Spirit, Source, God, Divine here saying your cup runneth over. Initial M, initial W. This is a gift in regards to the matters of the heart that's going to be pure, that's going to be right, something where you don't have to second guess and wonder. So again, a lot of divine feminines have had tower moments recently. I mean, divine masculines and divine feminines, tower moments recently, and have realized a lot of things. And for some of you, you have that thought in your mind, like, oh my God, like my twin flame is a narcissist. Like, how can you not, understand the things that you are doing, or never be, wrong for your actions, or never can take accountability when you've knowingly known you have hurt someone. And so with this here, spirit is saying, like, let me fix your heart. I'll fix your heart. I will fix this, right? Because right now we're at that phase where it's like, step up or you're lost. That's as simple as that. Like, either you're gonna answer the call, or I don't even want to think about what the other option is, because we're all gearing up as we're in the new age of Aquarius, as we're shifting the consciousness of evolution, as we're having our lights light up the world. And if you've been given that duty to do so, and you consistently, continuously keep trying to, ignore the signs, ignore the synchronicities, your world can be flipped upside down. A lot of us who went through our spiritual awakening, when we didn't understand that we were supposed to surrender at first, and we were fighting, and we didn't know what was going on, and we was unsure, how bad was our sleep? Some of us didn't sleep at all. How bad were we fiending for information and trying to figure out what was going on with us on Google, right? How bad and how many times were we running to the crystal shops, or booking readings, or trying to figure it out, until what? We surrendered, and things started to, change and shift to support, to help, right? So the energy, we have the Knight of Wands. Again, that energy of, Egypt, past life. A lot of us in the collective have this type of energy, within the collective, that past life Egypt. So some of you guys, high priestesses, work with Isis, work with, Sekhmet, however it resonates. This is that energy. But the Knight of Wands talks about someone they're optimistic, they're ready, but they're so nervous. Do I have this? Am I able to become a king? Am I able to do what I've been called to do? Right? You guys let me know how you're resonating with this. Next card out, Six of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Equal balance, reciprocity, equal give and take, right? And so for the divine feminines, that's all they've known is take, 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 take. That's what the divine masculine has done to the divine feminine. And the divine feminine is just sitting there like, dude, or a lady, however it resonates. I don't need your money. I don't need your big house. I don't need anything. I just want you. And a person like that, they should already have a inkling of a clue that in this day and age and in this world, to come across someone like that, that is destined love, one of a kind love, right? And so that's what that Six of Pentacles talk about. And then we have the Empress, 3 ascended masters. With the Empress, it's like, light your light up. Do what you're called to do. Do what you, what your soul's calling to do. And you're being supported by divine source, spirit, God, right? We have the 4 of Pentacles, holding on too tight. And here comes the skeleton with the Sith. And it's like, you keep holding on, you're going to lose it all together. So what spirit is asking, for divine feminines, don't hold on so tight to your divine counterpart. I have struggled with this as well. Some months I'm on point, and some others, it's like, depending on what's happening with the moon phase, I lose my grip, right? And so, learn to let go with love. And for the divine masculine, it's like you keep on thinking that these material possessions and your fancy cars and your high-paying salary job is everything. Well, watch me take it from you. Right? Let me know, guys. I know I'm speaking to somebody. King of Pentacles. So the energy of being able to be the king of abundance, like really knowing how to attract the wealth into your immediate surroundings that you want, that you deserve, that you in regards to your purpose and your spiritual mission. and the work that you do, right? This is that energy, King of Pentacles, whether it be divine feminine or divine masculine. The next energy out is the Death, letting go of what no longer serves, right? Releasing it. And there's the Sun in the background. When you let go, know that, that beautiful, sun on the horizon is rising for you. That's what your focus should be on. You look out the window and you see that beautiful sun and know, what, this is my day, this is my time, I am ascending, right? The next card out, we have the Fool, right? Embarking on your journey, starting anew. This is an amazing adventure. For some of us divine feminines, we've had our third awakening, our fourth awakening now, right? And so for those waves that's on, the 2018 wave, right? And then those who met, comment below if you met your divine masculine in 2016. I want to see something, and then I'll do a video about it, right? So if you met your divine counterpart in 2016 and you started your awakening in 2018, right? And so this is that energy, all right? So we're going to dive into the Mystic Moon Oracle spread, and this is what divine masculine wants you to know, all right? So, that they're awakening. I am going through my awakening. Now, they may not know what to call it, but what I can assure you is how we divine feminines they feel like their life is like falling apart. So they are going through their awakening. They are recognizing, and with this full moon in Virgo, there's going to be some recognition. They are recognizing what you are to them, they may not know the twin flame term all the way, or may have heard you say it, but they're like, man, this connection, like, I feel like there's no escaping it. I feel like even if I wanted to cut my divine counterpart off and never see them again, I think I would be in pain. I think I would be in full remorse, right? Purging. They are purging a lot as they go through their awakening, as they are recognizing what this connection is. And they're getting signs and synchronicities. So I wouldn't be surprised if your divine counterpart was to reach out to you and be like, have you been seeing this a lot? Or have you been seeing that a lot? I know in July, I asked my divine counterpart, have you been seeing the numbers like 11, 11, 4, 4, 4, 3, 3, 3? My divine counterpart was like, what? No. And right in front of us on the bus, license plate was like 44, 44 or something like that. And I just shook my head and was like, oh my God. Right? So that's what the divine masculine wants you to know. For the divine feminine, how you can help guide your divine masculine along this journey. Realize that your divine masculine has to go through their own awakening, their own ascension, exactly how you were allowed to go through it. Right? Admired. So, you know what this connection is for. You know what this connection is all about. Admire the process. Admire the journey. When your divine counterpart starts to go left, dive right into do more of your light work. And notice how amazing you feel. Notice how good you feel. Right? You ascending, right, is helping your divine counterpart follow through. So continue to focus on your ascension process, and that's what's going to lead the divine counterpart to you. Okay? Balancing of the scales. No matter what your divine counterpart does, whether wrong, right, or indifferent, you stay of integrity. You stay true. You stay loyal. You stay honest. And this isn't for you to wait on your divine masculine and be single until they figure it out. No, you go out there, you live your life, you do what you're supposed to do. And when it's ready and when it's time, that's when it will happen. When you least expect it. All right? So, the overall energy. understanding. We have understanding. And this is important. Divine Feminine, you know what this connection is all about. You know what all this is for. But now it's going to be even sweeter because you both are coming into that understanding, right? So we'll dive into the energies that wanted to show themselves. The answer is yes. Conclusions. Cycles. I'm telling you, with this full moon, things are going to be brought to light. Family, that unit. Mask. Masks are coming off. Truth is being revealed. And vibrations. We've all been feeling the vibrations, downloads, light codes, ascension symptoms. Excuse me. Right? And what is this person doing in the card? That's what you need to be doing. Connecting with Source, Divine, Spirit, God. Get your messages from there. All right? So, we're going to dive into the Messages of Love Oracle cards by Kristen at All Things Intuitive. Okay? So, first card out. Longing. Someone secretly yearning for you. And so this is what is in the Divine Masculine's heart space, right? What are they thinking, feeling? Rejection. This rejection is actually divine protection, right? Because some of them are not ready. Children. Children are important to this partnership. Your Divine Masculine may have kids, you may have kids, your Divine Masculine may have kids, and you don't have kids but want kids. Take it how it resonates. Okay? Forgiveness. Forgiving yourself or another will help you move forward. Right? So when your Divine Masculine says things like, oh, I didn't ask you to wait around for me, or I didn't, ask you to love me, I didn't, whatever excuse they come up with to prevent themselves from owning their own accountability. You own your truth and forgive yourself for allowing yourself to let someone treat you less than you deserve. I don't care if it was a Divine Masculine. I don't care if it's a family member. I don't care if it's a loved one or a friend. Take your power back. Overall energy, here and now. Your true love is already a part of your life. Okay? Energy, twin flame. This is a divine counterpart connection. Acceptance. Everything happens for a reason. Fate. This is a destined partnership. True love. This love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. New love. A new love or recommitment to love is developing. Guys, let me know what you feel about those messages, right? They are speaking tonight. In the Moonology spread, what is happening with the Divine Masculine in regards to the full moon in Virgo? Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Conclusions are within reach. For the Divine Feminine, surrender to the divine. Full moon. So when you do your affirmations, when you get your list out and you start writing, surrender to the divine. Make your list all about surrendering to the divine. I affirm that divine has full control of the outcome of this twin flame connection. Right? Ask for support. Overall energy for both. Show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. Right? So we're going to dive into the light work oracle spread. All right? So for Divine Masculine, 21, spiritual service. So this is what the universe, spirit, source, God, divine, helping spirits are trying to get Divine Masculine to understand. Spiritual service, right? Dedicating your life, being committed, And again, you can, have your life and have your job or whatever, but then, for example, you may have your business where it deals with all things spiritual, right? And so this is what spirit is asking of divine masculine. The world is in your hands. Are you going to grab it, right? For divine feminine, divine talents, number 39. Right? Divine feminine, what is your divine talents? What are your spiritual gifts? This is what you focus on at the moment. Okay? And it's asking me to read that. I wasn't going to read any of the cards except one deck. So 39, and when I open it, it's right there. Wow, you go, spirit. So it says, you are a talented soul. Over many lifetimes, you have developed your spiritual abilities to channel higher awareness, attract healing energy, and radiate light to uplift the consciousness of those around you. Your divine talents are many and uniquely expressed through you. Your talents do not have to resemble those of another to have their own inestimable value. Do not be afraid to use them. Okay? Your cards are your cards. All right? In the overall energy, 17, family of light. This is for divine masculine and divine feminine, okay? And so with 17, we'll dive into that. It says, the limits that much of humanity place upon their love, that they will love their own family, country, religion, or community better than they love those on the outside. Do not restrain your heart. You are capable of loving humanity, of loving all creation on earth. As an extended spiritual family, you will love all as your own. You are meant to belong to a broader family of light, right? While some souls have incarnated to learn about us and them, others have the purpose of teaching unconditional, all-embracing love. You are one of these. You have taken life to love the many, not just the few. For this life purpose to be anchored, issues in your biological family may keep you from bonding with them in a typical way. All right? So all you have to do is focus on light and love. All right? Now we're going to get into the energies that wanted to show himself. When I opened the deck, Power of Divine Masculine number 10 had came out, and 5, Karmic Clearing. All right? And 1111, Messages in the Numbers, was staring right at me. So I'm going to read all 3 of those for you, and you let me know how it resonates. I want you guys to really light that comment section up, because I really love when you chat with each other, all right? So, Karmic Clearing. You are fast outgrowing a level of consciousness to which are attached particular wounds, issues, and struggles. As you outgrow that consciousness, these issues will release their grip on you. You are receiving divine notice that karmic clearing is taking place. Through a combination of your own efforts and spiritual grace from the heart of the divine, it is time for an old wound to be released once and for all, right? So remember that huge karmic release. And that also clears a lot of that dense energy between you and your divine counterpart as well. The power of the divine masculine. An empowering energy seeks expression from within. It wishes to free you from confusion, paralysis, and stagnancy. It seeks to stir you into consciously chosen action, greater discipline and focus. It's time to end the frustration of repeating old patterns. You are ready to break through into a new way of life. Feel inspired, be energized, and focus on your dreams and desires. Take steps to manifest them on the physical plane. Believe your success is inevitable, right? And the last one, 1111. All right. Messages in the numbers. The universe is speaking to you through numbers from 1111 on your phone to the repeating number patterns that catch your eye. Information is being transmitted from the creative universal intelligence into your cellular awareness. You may feel energetic healing as you receive these transmissions of number frequencies, right? So, when you see a number, immediately remember what you were thinking about and go look it up. And I guarantee you, it's always the answer to what you were thinking about. Okay. So let's dive into the Lightworker Oracle. Advice from Spirit. Excuse me. Divine Masculine, Soul Family, calling your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Okay. Awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. This is for the Divine Feminine. We're getting upgraded. We're going through all these ascension processes and symptoms, astral travel. And again, a lot of this stuff is happening around crescent moon energy and full moon energy. Your overall energy. Mirror, who or what is triggering you? Right? Boundaries. So this was the card that wanted to show itself. Now you see how all of these hands are grabbing at this individual in the card, right? And if this were you, you would be ready to like scream your head off, right? Like I'm only one. Like what else do you want, right? And so with boundaries, it talks about where do you need to establish better boundaries. And again, if your divine counterpart is not treating you the way you require, deserve, or is expected, you have to have the strength to put those boundaries in place and say, listen, I will not tolerate this type of behavior. Yes, this is a spiritual connection. Yes, I want us to complete the mission, but I will not be a doormat in the process. Right? And lastly, advice for the Divine Feminine. First card out, Allione. Number 8, the Empress of Night. Finale. After the storm, I emerge a shiny new star. So a lot of you, all of us, have been going through these different, energy shifts and changes and dark nights of the soul with our divine counterparts, awakenings, etc. But look what Spirit is saying, right? After the storm, you will emerge a shiny new star. Beautiful, right? Next message, Merope. Number 39, the Medicine Woman. Heal. I nurture and nourish my mind, body, and soul. And again, those of you who have the healing gift, right? It's not your job to heal everything, everybody that comes along. You can guide them and support them. But when you notice that they're not listening, when you notice that they don't want to change, it's not your job to sit there and continuously force them to want to change or put ideas in their head to make them change. People come to their awakening, come to their realization when it's time for them to. Right? And so that's a reminder for you medicine women, medicine men. You don't have to, that's not your job to heal everybody. Right? Because while you're healing them, they're damaging you for what you're supposed to become, because it halts your progress, it halts your growth. You have to be that divine feminine to stand up and say, okay, enough is enough. Right? Next message, Asterope, 36, the cosmos, ascend. I connect to oneness and expand my awareness. Spirit is asking you, connect to source. When you're not understanding, when you're confused about things, connect to source. It all goes back to source. Look how beautiful this card is. You're being supported. You're being divinely guided. Overall message. Celono. Yeah, I think that's it. That's how you say it. Celono or whatever, Celono, Celcino, I guess. 19, the Oracle forecast. I am the Oracle. My intuitive insights flow freely. You are the Oracle. A lot of you have that gift. A lot of you got that visit from MIA where she said, you are the Oracle. This means you have many gifts. This means you are very powerful on the inside, not speaking from an ego standpoint. But stand in your power, recognize your power, and don't, regardless of whatever the connection is, whatever is happening with you and your divine counterpart, do not be walked all over. Because remember, you are the leader. And if you're low vibe and you're responding to how, they respond, that won't do any good, but just push your mission further back. You have to notice it immediately and switch it and change it. And again, I too go through things like this. I'm not perfect. You do get frustrated, right? Me and my divine counterpart have been doing this dance for, it'll be 5 years, March 25th, right? But I didn't realize all of the information about twin flames and all of that until 2018. And I met my divine counterpart in 2016. And you guys who know me, been following me for a while, know what happened when me and my divine counterpart first met, right? So this isn't coming from somebody who's been with a false twin or something, right? Like my soul spoke. I know you. I remember you. Hey, do you remember me? I was like, what in the world? I had 2 crystals. No, I had 4 crystals and 2 tarot, 1 oracle deck and a tarot deck. Right? So I'm with you 100% on this ride. This isn't no bandwagon trying to hop on and be like, oh, twin flame journey. It isn't a coincidence why my readings just shifted from doing regular tarot and then twin flame, because I have to help, I have to support, and I'm not going to feed you bull crap. You don't see me on my channel every other week. 1 week is union, 1 week is not, 1 week is union. No, I'm giving it to you straight with no chaser. This shit is hard. It's hard. And divine feminine, we as divine feminine, stand in your power, lead, and they will follow. All right? So I hope this reading resonated with all of you. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. If you really love the reading, go ahead and follow me on Instagram so you can be updated with more information on my IG story. Donate if you would like to. That information is below in the description box. I am sending all of you, so much love and light. Talk to you soon. Take care.